Hi, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle Football System. I want to talk about a split zone RPO using a Penn State bubble route concept. I like to use this as our foundation for teaching and learning of RPOs. One of the advantages is the O-line's all going one direction, working one scheme all the way through. It's great from the college level. You'll see some examples of us using it in high school down to the freshman level, and then it's awesome at introducing fundamentals for your youth team because you're working man blocking and double teams. Another advantage is we use a Penn State bubble, which consists of a classic bubble to the slot side to the number 2 receiver and the number 1 blocking. But then on the other side, the single receiver, the X, will do a speed out. So everybody has an opportunity to touch the ball if there is free access. Last, we're going to use a scaffolding technique here of teaching all the way through. What that means is we're going to systematically build off the foundation of the split zone blocking concept to do multiple schemes with the quarterback, the running back, the H-back, and the receivers. So again, O-line is just blocking split zone all day. Let's take a look. Here's an example of the scaffolding technique of how you can add multiple schemes off of the split zone as you install. You can see we're just going to install split zone here with the Penn State bubble. But then we also can do a slice zone, which is a true zone read with the quarterback, and then an H-back split screen. One of the other things you can add with that fits nicely is to do your quick pocket passing game. For the 3x3 install then, to compartmentalize learning, we like to do just in phase 1 the RPO itself. Phase 2 then is just the pass portion of it, and then phase 3 where we combine the RPO and the pass all together in game situations. Last thing, you can see how with split zone we can go ahead and attack all across the front, getting the ball to a lot of different people with the diagram in the bottom right. So here's the backfield action for split zone RPO. What we're going to do with the quarterback is we call a step down ride into side, where they're actually going to step forward with the foot opposite of the back, but then they're going to go ahead and turn their shoulders so it's facing that running back and then ride him down into the line. The reason we do this is because eventually we're going to make this a post-snap read on that defensive end where the quarterback can keep it out the back door. This is all pre-snap for pass, but all post-snap for run then. Running back's going to take a 3-step technique where the first 2 are with his feet pointing towards the sideline, but then on that 3rd step he wants to be right down the midline of where the quarterback's set up with his toes pointing straight into the line of scrimmage, his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. He's going to go ahead and go right to the center. If that is open, he'll just take it. If not, then he starts to have his outs as bending it back to the A gap, and then he can bounce that all the way back to the B gap if needed. Again, we want to think give all day unless there is no Mr. Zero, then we can read that defensive end. So here's split zone running it at the H-back. It's a pre-snap RPO, as I said. We're calling this lightning to the left, Rangers to the right. So we're in a duo right formation. Again, we want to call this towards the H-back so we can split across the formation of that backside defensive end. The signal for this is real simple, is we're going to take our directional hand, splitting up and down like the FSU chop or like the official doing a first down motion. Again, the receivers are locked into their route, so the X will always run an out-go, meaning if the defender is off 5 yards, he'll just run a 5-step speed out. If he's up within 5 yards, now he'll just add in that 3rd step, take off and run a go route. The Z and the A will always run a bubble here with the Z blocking and the A doing a backpedal bubble. This is pre-snap read by the quarterback. This is where we're looking for access to both our receivers. If the quarterback has access, meaning the weak Mr. Zero is in the box, so we have access to throw the ball to the bubble, he has outside leverage, the quarterback will just take this, no mesh, and go ahead and throw the bubble. If on the pre-snap The Sam here is way in the box and the corner is off. Same thing, quarterback can just go ahead and grab the snap, no mesh, and set and throw the speed out to the X receiver. If we don't have access, meaning that those Sam and Will backers are out of the box now we have good numbers, 6 to block 6, so then it would be a give to the back all the way. Another thing we can do here is if you as a coach want to tell the quarterback to think pass first, we can put the alert signal in to the quarterback where it's just taking a pointer to the side of your eye. All that does is tell him to think pass first, PRO, versus run first, RPO. One of the neat things about split zone is we can call this at the H or away from the H. Here's an example of trio right, and we're running it to the left away from the H. Key teaching point for the H-back is he must just simply learn the concept where he is just blocking the backside defensive end. So in this example, when he lines up already on the backside, he just simply needs to slide inside and cut off that defensive end using a J-path block. Same pre-snap principles apply for the quarterback, nothing changes. We've just moved the H and he has to understand the concept of blocking the backside defensive end. Here's an example of it. This is our 9th grade running this. We are in a duo right formation, so we've got the H set to the left, so we're going to call lightning to the left. You can see we have no access. They are out over our X and out over our A slot receivers. So now we've got two high safeties. There's only 6 in the box. This is going to be a give all the way. Again, split zone, back is north and south, 10 yards, first down play. With split zone blocking, it's an inside zone. What we use is a covered on cover rule and then a tight reach technique. So again, if we look in the upper left-hand corner versus a 4-3 base, center's going to come up and do defensive front recognition. He would say even, even, even. Now we've got our guards covered. So the guards would both use a tight reach technique where they're going to take their right hand or the backside hand and go ahead and place that right in the chest of the man over them. Again, we're all going to step with our left foot, slide step, 6 inches to the left. Then second step is the power step into that tight reach technique. If you're uncovered, you're going to slide and you're going to go ahead and take your play side hand and place that right into the chest. So we get great double teams here on the nose guard and the defensive tackle. Then working up to the Mike and the Will backer. The H again will split across and block the backside defensive end. Quarterback and running back do a right into side technique there. If we do it versus an odd front in the upper right hand corner, now we're running a Rangers, running it at the H. Again, the center would say odd, odd, odd. Now you've got your center and your right tackle doing a tight reach, taking their left hand and putting that into the chest, and the uncovered guards and tackle on the left side, because we're going to leave that defensive tackle. For the H-back, we're all going to go ahead and step with their right foot, and then they're going to take their right hand, looking that to the near defensive lineman, and then comboing up to the Mike and the Will backers. Slice zone then is a simple way to turn this into a post-snap run-run option. So the quarterback still does his pre-snap RPO. If he has access to throw the bubble or the speed out, he's just going to go ahead and grab that snap, take it, and throw it. If he does not have any access, and we have good numbers, with a slice zone, now he's going to post-snap read the defensive end. When we have a slice signal, the quarterback will see the OC doing a directional hand now, slicing with the palm down, going across the chest. He's still going to use the lightning call, but now that we're doing a post-snap read, he's going to say the number of that defensive end on the backside. In this diagram, we're saying that's number 3. So we would simply say lightning 3. That tells us we're doing a post-snap RPO added to this when we add the number.
Again, the H-back technique now with slice is he's going to go past that defensive end and go block the weak side outside backer, Woo, or weak Mr. Zero there. You can see then if the defensive end comes down the line and attacks that back, the quarterback can keep it and go out the back door with the H-back lead blocking around. If the defensive end stays true, staying up, keeping contained, or gets upfield, the quarterback's going to give it all day to that back because he's essentially blocked by his movement and then location. Again, slice zone, still got our pre-RPO, but then we add a post-RRO reading the defensive end with the quarterback and the running back.
Again, we can run slice zone at the H or away from the H. Here's an example of away from the H out of a trio right again. The H now knows, again, he's already on the backside, so he's just going to slide inside and then slice past the defensive end up to the Mr. Zero. Again, the quarterback does the same pre-snap read. If he has access, he takes it. If not, now we're going to do a post-snap run option where he's going to read the defensive end with a give, a keep, and you can turn this into a triple option. Then if a support defender comes up, we could actually throw the bubble to the A as a true triple option.
All right, now here's video again of our 9th grade running slice zone. This is the same game after we've run a bunch of split zone. We're going to go ahead and slice it and have that H-back go up to the linebacker, and we'll read the defensive end. You can see we do have access on the bottom. That quarterback could have taken it, but as the video goes, the threat of the bubble pulls that defender out of the box, so we still get what we need accomplished to run the play. So let's watch it here. You can see now here, again, that defensive end goes down, we curl around, quarterback keeps it, and now that turns into a 15, 20-yard play on first down. All right, this is our H split screen out of a 2x2. This is a run screen option. What's great about this as your first install is the offensive line is still just doing split zone, inside zone blocking. So again, it's still just a Lightning and Rangers call. Since we're going to post-snap read the defensive end, again, we would add the number. So as the example is here, Lightning 3. What happens is the signal now is going to be that directional vertical hand doing the FSU chop, but coming out from the chin, splitting the chin. Anytime we have a hand signal around the bottom of the face, the chin area, that designates a screen for us. So now the receivers, the A, the Z, and the X are all going to block the man over them. We call this a bongo technique, block on and over a defender. The H now is going to, like his slice, go past that defensive end. He's going to go straight down the line, staying behind the line of scrimmage, turning with his back to the line of scrimmage for a screen pass. The quarterback now will do his right and decide on that defensive end still, but if the defensive end comes down on the back, instead of keeping it for a run, he'll simply throw this pass in the flats to the H-back for a H split screen.
Here then is the H split screen away from the H. Technique by the H-back is a slide step inside, plant, pivot with his back to the quarterback, and then slip to the sideline. Quarterback again will do his same post-snap read on the defensive end for a give, and then think pass to the screen pass to the H to keep. Again, this can be a triple option if the back is covered, to the H back is covered, to a quarterback keep.
So let's look at it here on film with Penn State. They're in a duo left with the H-back set to the right. It's a squeeze, compressed set here is the only thing. What you're going to see, this is a Rangers call to the right at the H, but the read is the left defensive end at the bottom. He's going to come down the line on the back. The quarterback will pull it in an easy pitch and catch to the H-back in the flats to the left for a touchdown. There's the ride and decide, easy pitch behind the line of scrimmage, blocking, and you're off.